live. And let's go ahead. Call it a cool retro turn. Fronts. Doesn't need all caps. Oh, I'm gonna have to see what the extension is. I think it's DAT? DAT. Whoa, shit. Alright, we're live on YouTube. Did I, just in case. Planet F8, okay, DATs. Let me make sure we're live on the Rumble side. Alright, we are live on the Rumble side. Alrighty. Alright, so where were we? We crash land on this planet. And one of the first things we see is a sign. It's supposed to be a scenic vista, but in a valley. We're supposed to see a valley between two mountains, and instead of a valley, we see ocean. And I think repair. Look. All right, yeah. So we're in the tool room. So the story so far. We're scrubbing the decks on the ship. The ship blows up. We get an escape pod. We get down to this planet. And we start out on this balcony that says we're overlooking the scenic vista of a valley between two mountains. But instead we see ocean between two mountains. And then we climb the stairs and there's a civilization and everything, but there's no people. And we find the communication, we find all the systems we end up learning that all the systems are broke down, and we fixed communications. But we still have to fix the discrimination circuits of the planetary defense. Whatever system keeps the planet the proper distance from the sun, we need to, everyone's, and one of the last things we found out was everyone's cryogenically frozen until the computer comes up with the cure to this disease they all have. And so now I've caught the disease also. And so there is a little bit of a time limit. And I think I'm going to have to eat and sleep soon. I can't believe I can carry all this stuff. But at some point, I'm going to have to eat and sleep. But I had come back to the Calamantes complex to get stuff. To get the pliers, the good bed dister, and the laser. And the laser container. I think there's a good battery for the laser somewhere else. And we're in the tool room. So let me check the chat first. Bonjour. Vinyl Revival on he's been doing its Canadian Music Month over there on the Vinyl Rights. Is it the Vinyl Revival channel? And anyway, oh yeah, no problem. I don't do it every week, but I do a Japanese music hour on Saturdays sometimes, and last time I did this Guitar Ray. And boy, some of the stuff she comes out with sounds like it could come straight from the 70s. And what a really tasty, I guess I would put the words to her guitar playing. Very tasty guitar playing. So anyway, we're in the tool room. Okay, so we're way down here. So we got to go back to the Lawanda Complex. Course control, that's it. Planetary defense and course control we have to repair, and we have to repair the computer. And there's some other stuff to do also. Oh yeah, there's a new battery in lab storage. And so, the first time we came over here, we had to use the shuttle car, but we've got the card for the teleportation booth now. And so let's try to head. I'm going to try to head back to the Lawanda Complex, but I've got a feeling I'm not going to make it. And I'm going to have to go to, so we need to go basically north, northeast until we get to the junction, and then head east. All right. And that'll look better. So, northeast, and this should be verbose, yeah. North, oh, and Floyd's this little, and we also found out there was another robot called, his name was Achilles, and Achilles was the robot that went around repairing everything. And we found Achilles, and the reason he was called Achilles is because one of his feet was messed up, and we found him fall down and broken. So that's why, like, everything broke down to begin with. But you find this out slowly as you were getting through the story east. Alright, and what button do we want to push? Well, let's slide the elevator card, or teleport card through slot. Alright, and which one we want to go to? We want to go to booth 3, so we want to push button 3. Alright. The tan button. Push. Tan. Not hand. Tan button. I cannot type tonight. Alright, so now we're at this other place. And let's go. So we want to go west, north, and we got to go to these two rooms. So west, let's just try north and north, west, north, north to start with. All right. Like, one of the puzzles we had to figure out was there's this ladder. It's usually metal and fusion, but that chick's more like old-fashioned rock and rolly. So okay, anyway, west, north, north. All right. I'm going to save again. Over repair. Yep, override existing file. I like how, oh, are we going to try something dangerous, Floyd? Responds. Alright, so, inventory. Alright, let's see if I can grab the bad bedister with the pliers. So look again. Get fused bedister with pliers. With a tug, you manage to remove the fused bedister. Alright, drop that thing. And what's this one called? Good Bedister. Critical divergence from planned course. So we want to put good Bedister in cube. The warning lights go out and another light goes on. Sounds good, sounds good. Can we close the close lid? Look again. Floyd recalls deny. Oh, I think course diversion minimalizing. All right. So we fixed course control now. Cool, cool. So let's save again. Yep. Jeff key. Overwrite your existing file. Yep. Okay, so now we gotta go. Let's go south, west, and back north again. And so is there any way to tell which one of these boards is bad? Examine first from its board. Second. Might as well see. Okay, third. See if we can tell by looking first off. Why not? Maybe we can see that one. Nope. All right. Huh. So how do we just got to do trial and error? All right. Get first board with pliers. Nothing interesting happens. Get shiny board. Put shiny board. In slot. In panel. In panel. Remove first board with pliers. I'll bet you don't know that word. What the frick? Huh. What the flying? Huh. Huh. From its design, the robot seems to be of the multi-purpose sort, slightly cross-eyed with its mechanical mouth. Forms a lopsided grin. Huh. Oh, is that Floyd? No, that's in addition to Floyd, right? That's Floyd. Controls. I'm stuck. Examine lights. Take first from its board. Okay, I receive a powerful shock. With pliers. I guess I'll go through it one at a time. Again. Nothing interesting happens. I'm not getting shocked now. What the frick? Okay, so maybe you don't use the pliers, but, huh. I'm not seeing any. Alright, let me, I don't get, promise board. Uh-huh. That's not what's happening. I can't do any of that. I get electrocuted. Do you have to? It looks like you have to have Floyd get it. Okay, oh. Vel. Hey, Craig. Alright, let's try this. Get first board. Oops. Yeah. What am I missing? Alright, so that's... Yeah, but why can't... I should be able to take... Second... Board. What the frick? I tried get... all of them. Instead of take. Which is why I tried getting them with the pliers. But it was going to... I wanted to be picky about take. I knew there was something tricky about it, but I didn't remember what. And it's not. It's just the frickin'... Put shiny board in slot. Socket. The warning light stopped flashing. Alright. Jesus. So usually 99.9999999% of the frickin' time, get and take are the same effing noun. I mean verb. Save. Yes, overwrite it. Alright, so now we got to work on the computer. I like that. Save. Floyd's lights light up. Are we going to try something dangerous now? No, I just don't want to lose my progress. So get didn't work. You have to use... Or why do you... So why does getting it electrocute you, but taking it don't? It just... Okay. Okay. Okay, game. Did I miss any chats? Logan Goodwin's in the chat. I think I said... I don't know. Well, I've said hi to everyone now. Alright, so now we want to go to the new battery. So we're in Planet, so we will go south, east, and south to Project Corridor East. And the first couple times I played this game, I had to... We didn't have a fancy map that's already drawn out for us on the internet. Although those were available, you could buy the You could buy the, what were they called, Invisiclues, and you get a little Invisiclue clue book in the map. Later. Not right away, but later on you could. Okay, we're in the main lab. Okay, south to lab storage. Alright, so inventory. Remove old battery from laser. Oh no, the fried 17 centimeters from its board slips from your arms. I don't care. And both tumble to the ground. Good. What else do I not need? I don't think I need the pliers anymore. Alright. So get fresh battery. Put fresh battery in laser. All right. I think we're ready to try to remember what we're supposed to do in this computer room. And then the end is a real trip. So we want to go north and southwest. All right. Let's examine that output again. All right. See, so it looked like when the computer broke down, the project was almost 100% done. And we need to go to section 384. Printout ends at this point. All right. Yes, we're going to try something dangerous. Examine laser. How about I add an A to that word? Labeled 1 through 6. I do remember that it can be too low and it can be too high. So let's turn dial to 3. Try the middle. South. Uh-oh. I might need a miniaturization booth card. All right. Let's try it. Because it is a teleportation booth. Access denied. Incorrect card. Oh boy. Alright, I'm going to drop the laser right here. North. All right, where have we not? There's still places we haven't been. We haven't been to. All right, so let's go back to the main lab. And go from there. So we want to go. Jesus. Damn it. Damn it. All right. All right. Open northeast door. Radiation lock door. All right. Western half of decontamination chamber to prevent dangerous radioactive materials from leaving the radiation lab, which lies to the east. I'm pretty sure I don't want to go in here. Whoops. Jeff key again. Yes. Override existing file. This is the eastern half. The door to the east leads to a radiation lab. The chamber continues westward. A sign on the wall reads, "Warning. Radiation suits must be worn beyond this point." Is this a squash court? Floyd asked. All right, well. Let's try southeast. Open bio door. Okay. Open bio lock door. All right. Southeast. This is the first half of a sterilization chamber to prevent contamination of the delicate biological experiments in the biolab which lies beyond. The biolock continues eastward. All right, east. This is the second half of the sterilization. The door to the east, leading into the biolab, has a window. The door at the end of the biolock, the western end, closes silently. Okay. Floyd follows you. Look through window. Okay. Here we go. You can see a large laboratory, dimly illuminated. A blue glow comes from a crack in the northern wall of the lab. Shadowy, ominous shapes move about within the room. On the floor, just inside the door, you can see a magnetic striped card. Floyd stands on his tiptoes and peers in the window. "Looks dangerous in there," says Floyd. "I don't think you should go inside." He peers in again. "We'll need card there to fix computer." I know. Floyd will get card. "Robots are tough. Nothing can hurt robots." You open door. Then Floyd will rush in. Then you close door. When Floyd knocks, open door again. Okay? Go. Floyd's voice trembles slightly as he waits for you to open the door. The door opens and Floyd, pausing only for the briefest moment, plunges into the biolab. Immediately, he is set upon by hideous, mutated monsters. More are heading straight toward the open door. Floyd shrieks and yells at you to close the door. Close door. From within the lab, you hear ferocious growlings, the sounds of a skirmish, and then a high-pitched, metallic scream. See a large laboratory just inside the door. You hear, slightly muffled by the door, 3 fast knocks, followed by the distinctive sound of tearing metal. Floyd stumbles out of the biolab, clutching the mini booth card. The mutations rush toward the open doorway. Closed door. Not a moment too soon. You hear a pounding from the door as the monsters within vent their frustration at losing their prey. Floyd staggers to the ground, dropping the mini card. He is badly torn apart, with loose wires and broken circuits everywhere. Oil flows from his lubrication system. He obviously has only moments to live. You drop to your knees and cradle Floyd's head in your lap. Floyd looks up at his friend with half-open eyes. Floyd did it. Got card. Floyd, good friend, huh? Quietly, you sing Floyd's favorite song, The Ballad of the Star-Crossed Miner. And there's the Ballad of the Star-Crossed Miner. As you finish the last verse, Floyd smiles with contentment, and then his eyes close as his head rolls to one side. You sit in silence for a moment in memory of a brave friend who gave his life so that you might live. All right, let's get the mini card. West, we lost Floyd. Open door. West. Southwest. South. Get laser. Save. Yep. Jeff key it. And pour coffee. Right? Excuse me. How about drink the coffee? Don't breathe it. So we're very near the end here. But there's still ways to die. So I remember it gets really funky. But I can't remember exactly what happens. But I do remember, I seem to remember, maybe I'm totally wrong, but I seem to remember all hell breaking loose before things are okay, after you fix the computer, but I can't exactly remember what it was. All right. But yeah, this is a it's actually a really good it's a really good game, really. It's one of the better, I think it is one of the better Infocom games for sure. All right. I think we got to slide the card and type. I think is what we got to do now. And then see if Ep3 works on that laser. All right. Slide mini card through slot. Does that work? Yep. Please type in damage sector number. Is it 384? Or I just looked. Yeah, 384. Notice the walls of the booth sliding away in all directions, followed by a momentary queasiness in the pit of your stomach. So it miniaturizes you and teleports you to the place. Here, let me make that background look better here for the chat. All right. You're standing on a square plate of heavy metal. Above your head, parallel to the plate beneath you, is an identical metal plate. To the east is a wide metallic strip. All right. East. Strip near station. Standing on a silicon filament, which looks to you like a wide metal highway. South of here, the filament takes a right angle and head straight down like a cliff. The filament can be followed north, however. Station 384 lies west. All right, north. Section of strip. Strip continues in north and south. North. Strip near relay. North of here, the filament ends at a huge featureless wall, presumably the side of some micro component. To the east is a vacuum-sealed micro relay, sealed in transparent red plastic. You could probably see into the micro relay. Examine relay. Vacuum-sealed micro relay encased in red translucent plastic. Within, you see that some sort of speck or impurity has wedged itself into the contact point of the relay, preventing it from closing. The speck, presumably of microscopic size, resembles a blue boulder to you in your current size. All right. Shoot speck with laser. I think I screwed up. A thin yellow beam shoots from the laser and slices through the red plastic covering of the relay like a hot knife through butter. Air rushes into the relay, which collapses into a heap of plastic shards. Yep, that was okay. Three is too much. Restore. Yep. Examine laser. Turn dial to 1. All right. east, north, north, examine relay, shoot spec with laser, try again, laser film slightly warm. Why am I missing? The spec is hit by the beam. It sizzled but isn't destroyed yet. So is 2 the magic number? Alright. The beam hits the spec again. This time it vaporizes into a fine cloud of ash. The relay slowly begins to close and a voice whispers in your ear. Alright, let me do something here real quick. I'm going to go south. Oh boy. Suddenly, with a loud plop, a giant elephant-sized monster lands on the strip just in front of you. It is amorphously shaped, its skin a slimy, translucent red membrane. While most of your brain screams with panic about the disgusting monster that now blocks your exit, a small section in the back of your mind calmly realizes that this is merely some teeny microbe that has somehow violated the sterile environment of the computer interior. As you stand frozen with fear, the microbe slithers toward you, extending slimy pseudopods thick with waving cilia. It looks pretty hungry and seems intent on having you for lunch. You are standing in a section of strip with a bottomless void stretching out on both sides. The strip continues to the north and south. A hungry microbe blocks your way, its cilia waving and its pseudopods towering over you. The microbe flows toward you, it towers above you. Shoot microbe with laser. The laser beam strikes the microbe. Let's try that again. The laser feels somewhat warm now. All right. What? Yeah. So what? System captain, 71 out of 80 points. Turn dial to 2. Oh, I should have just typed it out. You don't, okay. Slide, mini, card, through, slot, type, 384, east, north, north. Examine the relay. All right. So we have to use one. Got it. Slide mini card. True slot. Type 384. East. North. North. Shoot spec with laser. All right. Turn dial 26. Shoot microbe. With laser. Do that again. The laser feels very warm now. Oh, here we go. Laser beam strikes the microbe. The microbe. Blah, 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 blah. Another, perhaps attracted by the. Okay, two protoplasm-filled blobs sneak toward you from the left. You jump to the side and almost fall off the strip into the void below. Another pseudopod, perhaps attracted by the warmth of the laser, tries to envelop the weapon. You snatch it away from the monster's grasp. The laser feels very warm now. Throw laser over edge. So that's, I've half remembered what you had to do there. You got to get the laser hot. The microbe's attracted to the heat, and then you can throw the laser away and get rid of it. Hopefully I have time. Now let me check the chat. I didn't see anything. All right. So, which way are we going? North or south? South, right? Strip near station. And we want to go west. And okay. I'm back. North. This is the office for storing files. A closed door to the west is labeled Biolab. You realize with shock and horror I'm not in the computer room. Oh boy. So it took me to Okay. Save. Lab. Examine desk. Read memo. Inspecting various papers on the desk, you find only one item of interest, a memo of some sort. The desk itself is closed, but doesn't look locked. Memo to all lab personnel. Due to the dangerous nature of the bio experiments, an emergency system has been installed. This system will flood the entire biolab with a deadly fungicide. Proper precautions should be taken if this system is ever used. Get mask. Wear mask. Save. Push white button. Hear the faint sound of a relay clicking. Alright, push red button. You hear hissing from beyond the door to the west. Open door. Through the open doorway, you can see the biolab. It seems to be filled with a light mist. Horrifyingly biological nightmares stagger about, making choking noises. Huge laboratory filled with the biological experiments. The lighting is bright. Some of the experiments seem to be out of control. Ferocious feral creature with a hairy shelled body and a whip-like tail snaps its enormous mandibles at you. A giant plant, teeming with poisonous tentacles, is shuffling toward you on three leg-like stalks. Lurking nearby is a vicious-looking creature with slavering fangs. Squinting in the lights, it eyes you hungrily. Rushing towards you is an ugly, deformed humanoid, bellowing in a guttural tongue. It brandishes a piece of lab equipment shaped somewhat like a battle axe. The air is filled with mist, which is affecting the mutants. They appear to be stunned and confused, but are slowly recovering. Oh boy, now is not the good time to be getting hungry. A recorded announcement blares from the public address system. Revival procedure beginning. Cryo chamber access from Project Control Office now open. Alright, now I need to check the map. Alright, so I gotta go. West to the main lab. West again. West again, the project corridor. South. And south. Alright. Hopefully, this works. And, not bad. I didn't expect this to be a popular one. But I am going to do Zork 2 after this. So, West. Open door. Oh, the frickin' lab door. Door opens. West. Your former companion Floyd is lying on the ground in a pool of oil. Mutants burst into the room right on your heels. Oh boy. The mobile plant whips its poisonous tentacles against your ankles. West. Fuck. The door at the eastern end closes. Monsters gallop towards you. And we're still west. Fuck. So I wasn't fast enough. Alright, let's try this again. Restore. Hey, Janet from another planet. I'm almost at the end of this game. Welcome to the stream. Inventory. Okay, I'm wearing the gas mask. Push right button. Open canteen. Drink liquid. All right. Push red button. And this is the third stream playing this game. Open bio door. Open. Open lab door. Oh, just open door. There's only one door to open here. All right. Now it's okay. It's the office door. West. Biolab. West. Okay. Push red button. Open door. You can't make a mistake on this. West. Open lab door. West. Biolock east. West. Biolock west. Open door. The mutants are almost west. I think I made it. Alright, I made it to the main lab. Holy shit. Let me double check this map that we would have drawn by... Alright, so I want to go west to the project. Okay, west 2 more times, then south. Let me make that look better over there. Yep, and the mutants are right behind me. West again. Project corridor. A doorway labeled Project Office opens to the south. Uh-oh. South. This office looks like a headquarters of some kind. Exits lead north and east. The west wall displays a logo. The mural that previously adorned the south wall has slid away, revealing an open doorway to a large elevator. Well, let's get in there. South. Closed door. The mutants are storming straight toward the elevator door. Oh no, I gotta... Okay, I gotta push button. So I gotta do all that again without making a mistake. Alright, here we go. Restore. I remember this last part. You make one mistake, it's over. Push red button. Open door. West. Open lab door. West. West one more time. Open door. West. With mutants right behind me. West again. West one more time. South. South. Push button. Oh, yes. The elevator door closes just as the monsters reach it. You slump back against the wall, exhausted from the chase. The elevator begins to move downward. I did it. I did it. What's my score? 80? 80 out of 80. I got all the points. We're at the end of the story. The elevator door opens into a room to the north. All right, let's go north. The cryogenic anteroom. All right. All right. The elevator closes as you leave it, and you find yourself in a small, chilly room. To the north, through a wide arch, is an enormous chamber lined from floor to ceiling with thousands of cryo units. You see similar chambers beyond, and your mind staggers at the thought of millions of individuals asleep for countless of centuries. There was a plague, and they all put themselves in cryogenic sleep until the computer could find the cure. But the system slowly broke down before they got revived, and we just repaired all the systems, including the computer. In the anteroom where you stand is a solitary cryo unit. It's cover frosted. Next to the cryo unit is a complicated control panel. A door slides open, and a medical robot glides in. It opens the cryo unit and administers an injection to its inhabitant. As the robot glides away, a figure rises from the cryo unit. A handsome, middle-aged woman with flowing red hair. Oh yeah, baby. She spends some time studying the readouts from the control panel, pressing several keys. As other cryo units in the chamber beyond begin opening, the woman turns to you, bows gracefully, and speaks in a beautiful, lilting voice. I am Veldina, leader of Resida. Thanks to you, the cure has been discovered and the planetary systems repaired. We are eternally grateful. You will also be glad to hear that a ship of your stellar patrol now orbits the planet. I have sent them the coordinates for this room. As if on cue, a landing party from the SPS Flathead materializes nearby. Blather is with them, having been picked up from deep space in another escape pod, babbling cravenly. Captain Sterling of the Flathead acknowledges your heroic actions and informs you of your promotion to Lieutenant First Class. As a team of mutant hunters head for the cryo elevator, Veldina mentions that the grateful people of Resida offer you leadership of their world. Captain Sterling points out that even if you choose to remain on Resida, Blather, demoted to Ensign 12th Class, has been assigned as your personal toilet attendant. You feel a sting from your arm and turn to see a medical robot moving away after administering the antidote for the disease. Because that's, remember, hey Mike, we got the disease when we landed on this planet, which is why we had to fix everything, because we was going to die too. A team of robot technicians step into the anteroom. They part their ranks, and a familiar figure comes bounding toward you. Hi, shouts Floyd, with uncontrolled enthusiasm. Floyd feeling better now. Smiling from ear to ear, he says, "Look what Floyd found." He hands you a helicopter key, a reactor elevator card, and a paddleball set. Maybe we can use them in the sequel. All right. So, your score would be 80 out of 80 points. It's day 3 of your adventure. Oh, wow, it only took me 3 days. Current Galactic Standard Time. Blah, blah, blah. Galactic Overlord. This gives you the rank of Galactic Overlord. Nice. Nice. So we got through Planetfall. So the next time I do a Text Tuesday, it's going to be a Zork 2. Because I've already done Zork 1. And at some point, I want to do Enchanter also. So that's it for this one. How long did that take us? What time is it? Okay, it took just over an hour to finish this, and there's 2 more episodes before this one. And thank you all for watching here. Let me do something here. Let me minimize this and close the map. Minimize that. Minimize OBS. There, that's better. That looks better while I'm just sitting here talking. So I'm going to do Zork 2. Is going to be the next game for Text Tuesdays. And it's still pretty early. So I might come back later tonight with some No One Forever. I got to the mandatory stealth mission the last time I played No One Lives Forever, And so I'll probably continue. I'm thinking I might continue that tonight. And there are channel memberships now. And at the moment, all you get for your memberships are custom emojis, which are on Rumble, not behind a paywall. And so here we go. And thank you all for watching. Like, share. Did it not like it? Don't like the. Does this one show up on Social Stream Ninja? Let's see if that one shows up on Social Stream Ninja. I think that one don't. No, it does. Barely. Let me put my panel back to normal too. But yeah, the emojis are not behind a paywall on the Rumble side. And it's me, a trackball emoji, and the logo. And I gotta make a Jeff Key emoji, because oh well. That's where I'm not. I make a Jeff Key emoji to go with them all. But thank you all for watching. I will probably come back with some No One Lives Forever in a little bit, but I got to make fresh coffee and do some other stuff. But this was pretty early. I did want to finish it. I didn't know I was going to finish it this fast. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, maybe in about hour and a half or so, we'll do some No One Lives Forever. See you later. And thank you all for coming and checking out the old text adventures from the early 80s.